It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rest as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Burrow on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Burrow on third down. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to have a Bengals first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here, game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's Burrow. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 42 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down. Burrow, he'll drop this one down and mix it. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. He completes this to Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. On 2nd down now. It's Williams, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sam Hubbard, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Open man is Chase, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's caught. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So that'll back him up 5. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And you can see the result there. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Second and 3. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
They'll look to throw here. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this one to Patrick. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. But now, after coughing up the football, serious concerns on that sideline. Their defense surrenders the tying touchdown to start the 3rd quarter, and now the offense follows that up by committing the turnover.
And I think you're sensing the exact same thing that I'm sensing, that the energy, much different here in the second half.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second and look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Williams, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. so a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Burrow going to throw again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Working with a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But
touchdown, Broncos! Noah Fant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A handoff to Mixon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Matthews has it right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Batch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll set up a throw. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DJ Reader. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll drop to throw. Escapes the sack. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sam Hubbard, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. I have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Patrick. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they?
threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks down to get 6'5".
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory, because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
2nd and 14. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. 2nd and 9. And Lance now to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Lance now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Lance going to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Mitchell. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, it's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
There's another one complete to Shenault.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw.
This is Shenault on the receiving end.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Ian Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
2nd and 10. Now Lance.
On the move to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there.
From the 41,
Lance.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Again, it's Lance. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance
taking it in from 14 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And one more time, that's Watkins. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And you can see the result there. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the draw, here's Sanders. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lance and Kittle catching the slant. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, Williams. A strong running. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And this is caught off a deflection. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. And Thomas has it. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. They need, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Elliott on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a give right side. Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And now they'll throw with Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Gets this one to use check. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll set up to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they try the right side here. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now here's a carry heading left. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
They'll look to throw. Finding Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. And that is incomplete. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
And now out comes Minnesota. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 41. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Madison. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
Gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, Huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Elliott going to get it again on second down. Fighting through, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give to Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. James Lynch. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Fights off the defender, and they're able to get this one across the 35. And we got an injury here. And I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Cook following the penalty. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. On the handoff, it's Madison. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point try now for Vedvik. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man wham, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, he obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Shewo Olalolua Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Left side, Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. First down, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. To throw is Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles matching up against the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gadd.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Dallas. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at a certain time?
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. A free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, that one complete. Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 68 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. An even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give to Madison. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Madison running left. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Look at this, a tight end carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And that's Elliott, complete. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position. Here's Madison running on 1st down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run with Madison. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Working with a 2nd and 4. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Going on the ground with Madison, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. They'll run it with Madison. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 22. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So Dak and the Cowboys down 20-17. A minute 52 to play. Their sold-out crowd is behind them. They need at least a field goal to tie as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. He's got Elliott fighting his way through contact. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now Dak. He finds his man, complete. That's Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down What a huge play at this point in the game. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Dak. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it.
Today, from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Allen going to throw. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Allen. He'll go right back to Beasley. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. To throw is Jackson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Here's Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Unbelievable.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Jackson running again. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Jackson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flush to his right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On first down, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now Allen. Dancing to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Ball
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Kirk, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. So the completion good for just 3. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Flushed out right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great